The side steps. Now, this is quite a special step because you're using a different kind of timing. So let's start from this angle. We're going to go into a basic step. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, and 7. Now, the first thing, which is a bit, how do you say, distractive, that we call it a side step. So what a lot of people, or at least my students, want to do is go straight into the side. Because when you scream side step, everybody wants to go to the side. But in order to make this work, in this case, we start centered, so in the middle first, making a tap with your left foot like this, tap. Now, be sure that when you make the tap that you bend your right knee a little bit so you can stay on the same height while doing the step, okay? You will see later on how that works. So you're going to go tap. Now you're going to move out. Then you're going to move in, and you're going to move out again. Okay, so very slowly, 1 and 2 and 3. Now we do the same on the other side. 5, moving out 6, and changing your weight on 7. So again, 1, out on 2, closing in on the third count, moving your weight out. Now what actually happens is that the shifting of the weight happens in the center. So you go 1, 2, shift weight, go out. Now what happens, this is a pitfall, a lot of people want to go straight from here, they want to go straight into this motion. And how do they get there? By jumping, okay? So they go up and down, and then it becomes a nice shine, actually. You see everybody jumping, but in this case, you want to be on the same height, you see, like this. And it's a very good exercise, so you can do it a few times if you want, but in the explanation, I only go for the 1 time left, 1 time right foot. So again, slowly, 1 and 2, moving it in, and change. Now, what you notice on the count is 1, 2, and 3. And the word "and" refers to the space between 2 counts. So when I say 1, 2, I can also count 1, 2. But 1 and 2, 1 and 2, there is space between 2 counts. So when we're dancing and we're doing a lot of those in-between steps, you can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You hear the sound? So this is what happens in the side steps. So slowly, 1, 2, and 3, which is the space between the 2 and the 3. So one more time, 1, 2, and 3. We do the same on the other side, 5, 6, and 7. So what I'm using on that side is the space between, yes, 6 and 7. So again, you're here, closing it in, keeping your knees bent, and go out. Now if you want, you can continue doing this. You see, and this is what we call the side steps. So one more time, without stops, 1, 2, 3, starting in the center with your left, 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7, basic, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now maybe you have noticed, because also here, in a lot of shines, you can start moving your arms in opposite direction. Same goes for this shine. So when we start from here in a basic step, and we go into the side step, you start centered with your left, 1, 2, and 3. Try to move your arms in opposite, you see? So when my leg goes out on that side, my arms move opposite. Now when I move in centered, my arms move here, you see? So my arms are centered where my legs are, and my arm goes opposite where my legs are opposite. So whenever your left leg moves that side, your hand goes there, and opposite. You see? You can practice it like this. The moment you start thinking about it, a lot of people want to change it and then end up like this, okay? So again, slowly, 1, 2, starting in the center with your left. 1, 2, side step. 5, basic step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, slowly. 1, 2, and 3. 5, 6, and 7, basic. 1, 2, and 5, 6, and 7.